Good evening. This is All India Radio. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is Nishit Kumar with the evening news. The headlines. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh speaks to his Russian counterpart Sergei Shoigu, stresses on dialogue and diplomacy for early resolution of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. UN Security Council's Counter-Terrorism Committee meet to be held in Mumbai and Delhi on 28th and 29th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 150th anniversary of Jain Muni Sri Vijay Vallabh Sureshwarji, says resolution of being vocal for local is a true homage to ideals and teachings of Acharya Sureshwarji. Two-day Chintan Shivir of State Home Ministers to begin at Surajkund in Haryana tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the meet on Friday. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin orders transfer of Coimbatore car cylinder blast case to NIA. Scrutiny of nomination papers for Himachal Pradesh Assembly elections to take place tomorrow. And in football, Colombia enters final of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup tournament, beating Nigeria in a penalty shootout. And now, the news in detail. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh held a telephonic conversation with his Russian counterpart Sergei Shoigu today at the latter's request. During the conversation, they discussed bilateral defense cooperation as well as the deteriorating situation in Ukraine. Mr. Shoigu briefed Mr. Singh on the evolving situation in Ukraine, including his concerns about the possible provocations through use of dirty bomb. A dirty bomb is a radiological weapon that combines radioactive material with conventional explosives. Unlike the cloud of radiation from a typical fission bomb, a dirty bomb's radiation can be dispersed only within a few hundred meters or a few miles of the explosion with annihilation. Mr. Singh reiterated India's position on the need to pursue the path of dialogue and diplomacy for an early resolution of the conflict. He pointed out that the nuclear option should not be resorted to by any side, as the prospect of the usage of nuclear or radiological weapons goes against the basic tenets of humanity. A special meeting of the United Nations Security Council's Counter-Terrorism Committee will be hosted in Mumbai and Delhi on the 28th and 29th of October. The theme will be countering the use of new and emerging technologies for terrorist purposes. The meeting will begin with a soft opening session and a tribute to the victims of terrorism in Mumbai on Friday through a ceremony at Hotel Taj Mahal Palace. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Secretary West Sanjay Verma said the current 15 and the incoming 5 members of the UN Security Council will pay homage at the 2611 Memorial Site on the occasion. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, along with member states of the UNSC and senior UN officials, will lay a wreath at 2611 Memorial Site and observe a minute's silence in memory of the victims. Statements in memory of the victims will be read out by Dr. Jaishankar and the President of the UNSC. The special meeting of the Counter-Terrorism Committee in Delhi on Saturday will commence with a high-level ministerial plenary session.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has emphasized that the development of India-China relations is guided by 3 mutuals of respect, sensitivity and interest. During his meeting with Chinese Ambassador Shun Weidong in New Delhi, Dr. Jaishankar said peace and tranquility in the border areas are essential. In a tweet, he informed that he received Ambassador Weidong for a farewell call. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the message of Swadeshi and self-reliance is extremely relevant in the Azadi Ka Amrit Kal. Mr. Modi said this is the mantra of progress for self-reliant India. He was addressing the gathering on the occasion of the 150th birth anniversary of Sri Vijay Vallabh Sureshwarji via video message today. Mr. Modi added that from Acharya Vijay Vallabh Sureshwarji to the present Gachadipati, Acharya Sri Nityanand Sureshwarji, this path has been reinforced and we have to strengthen it further. The Prime Minister highlighted that the rich tradition of social welfare, human service, education and public consciousness that the acharyas have developed in the past should continue to expand. He mentioned that in the Azadi Ka Amrit Kal, we are moving towards making of a developed India, and for this the country has taken 5 pledges, and the role of saints is leading the way in accomplishing the Panch Pran.
आजादी के अमृत काल में हम विकसित भारत के निर्माण की तरफ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इसके लिए देश ने पंच प्राणों का संकल्प लिया है। इन पंच प्राणों की सिद्धि में आप संतगणों की भूमिका बहुत ही अग्रणी है। नागरिक कर्तव्यों को कैसे हम सशक्त करें, इसके लिए संतों का मार्गदर्शन हमेशा अहम है।
In his address, the Prime Minister underlined that the guidance of saints is always important in empowering civic duties. He stressed the role of acharyas in campaigning for vocal for local and remarked that it will be a great service to the nation from their end.
आपके अधिकांश अनुयायी व्यापार कारोबार से जुड़े हैं। उनके द्वारा लिया गया ये प्रण कि वो भारत में बनी वस्तुओं का ही व्यापार करेंगे, भारत में बने सामान ही उपयोग करेंगे। महाराज साहब को ये बहुत बड़ी श्रद्धांजलि होगी। सबका प्रयास सबके लिए, पूरे राष्ट्र के लिए हो। प्रगति का यही पथ प्रदर्शन आचार्य जी ने हमें दिखाया है।
Prime Minister Modi said it is a coincidence that today the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of Acharya Ji are being completed, and after a few days we are going to celebrate Sardar Patel's birth anniversary, the National Unity Day. The Prime Minister highlighted that the Statue of Peace is one of the largest statues of saints, and the Statue of Unity is the tallest statue in the world. He mentioned that these are not just tall statues, but they are also the greatest symbol of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat.
आचार्य जी की 150वीं जयंती के समारोह पूर्ण हो रहे हैं और कुछ दिन बाद ही हम सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल की जन्म जयंती, राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस मनाने वाले हैं। आज स्टैच्यू ऑफ पीस संतों की सबसे बड़ी प्रतिमा में से एक है और स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी दुनिया की सबसे ऊंची प्रतिमा है। और ये सिर्फ ऊंची प्रतिमाएं भर नहीं है, बल्कि ये एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत की भी सबसे बड़ी प्रतीक है।
Mr. Modi underlined that a commemorative postage stamp and coin dedicated to Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh Sureshwar Ji has been released today with the objective of connecting the masses to spiritual consciousness.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address a Chintan Shivir of Home Ministers of States on Friday via video conferencing. Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah will preside over the 2-day event to be held at Surajkund in Haryana from tomorrow. Home Ministers of States and the Lieutenant Governors and Administrators of Union Territories will participate in the conference. State Home Secretaries, Director Generals of Police and Director Generals of Central Armed Police Forces and Central Police Organizations will also attend the Chintan Shivir. Various topics will be discussed in the 6 sessions in the conference. Its objective is to prepare an action plan for the implementation of Vision 2047 and Panch Pran announced in the Independence Day speech of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi this year. The Chintan Shivir, in the spirit of cooperative federalism, aims to bring more synergy in planning and coordination between various stakeholders at centre and state levels. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has expressed the need to take strong actions to remove the evil of drugs and save the youth of the country. He was speaking in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, on the occasion of drug destruction and online destruction of seized drugs in different districts of the state. Mr. Shah said that Narendra Modi government has taken very strict actions against the drug evil. He informed that during the last 8 years, more than 3,172 cases were registered against the drug peddlers and drug movers. The Narcotics Control Bureau, NCB, has seized more than 1.33 lakhs kilograms of rupees 20,000 crore of drugs. He said that war against drugs is at its crucial stage and the government has succeeded well in it.
हमारे देश में नारकोटिक्स के खिलाफ जो लड़ाई है एक महत्वपूर्ण मकाम पर, अगर यहाँ पर हम एक साथ मिलकर एक ही रणनीति के आधार पर लड़ते हैं तो हम जीतते हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि इस नाजुक मोड़ हमने संकल्प करना चाहिए कि मोदी जी ने आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव में जो ड्रग मुक्त भारत का हमें संकल्प किया है, वो संकल्प हम सब सिद्ध करें।
The Union Minister appealed the NCB and the police to take help of the Coastal Police, Coast Guards, as well as Navy in this campaign. He called on the NCB and police of Maharashtra and Goa also to stop infiltration of drugs through marine borders. He appealed the Gujarat and Rajasthan NCBs and police to be vigilant on the international border with Pakistan.
पश्चिमी तट से हीरोइन की जो तस्करी बढ़ी है, इस पर नकेल कसनी पड़ी। मैं इसके लिए गुजरात पुलिस, गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री और गुजरात के गृह मंत्री को विशेष बधाई देना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि ढेर सारे समुद्र के अंदर अभियान चलाकर गुजरात के नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल विभाग ने और एटीएस केंद्रीय एजेंसियों के साथ समन्वय कर बहुत अच्छी सफलता हासिल की। गोवा और महाराष्ट्र राज्य ने भी इस दिशा में प्रोएक्टिव रोल लेकर केंद्र सरकार की एजेंसियों के साथ समन्वय कर आगे बढ़ना है।
Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has ordered to transfer the Coimbatore car cylinder blast case to the National Investigation Agency. The decision was taken after discussing the issue with the top officials of the government today. A statement released from the state government said that the state police had already conducted an inquiry into the matter. It said that since the issue extends out of Tamil Nadu, it would be better to appeal to the central government to transfer the case to the National Investigation Agency. It was also decided to form 3 new police stations in specific areas of Coimbatore. The Chief Minister said that a special force would be formed to handle cases of this nature in future. He said that highly sensitive cameras would be installed in Coimbatore and in important cities of the state. The meeting also decided to recruit more staff in the Intelligence Bureau. Another decision was to gather intelligence information relating to unlawful activities from people and reward them.
You are listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh speaks to his Russian counterpart, Sergei Shoigu, stresses on dialogue and diplomacy for early resolution of Russia-Ukraine conflict. UN Security Council's Counter-Terrorism Committee meet to be held in Mumbai and Delhi on the 28th and 29th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 150th anniversary of Jain Muni Shri Vijay Vallabh Surishwarji, says resolution of being vocal for local is a true homage to ideals and teachings of Acharya Surishwarji. 2-day Chintan Shivir of State Home Ministers to begin at Surajkund in Haryana tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the meet on Friday. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin orders transfer of Coimbatore car cylinder blast case to the NIA. Scrutiny of nomination papers for Himachal Pradesh Assembly elections to take place tomorrow. And in football, Colombia enters the final of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup tournament, beating Nigeria in a penalty shootout. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
Northeast Diary program broadcast every Thursday and Sunday at 5:30 p.m. brings very interesting and enchanting stories from the 8 Indian states of Northeast India. In this week's Northeast Diary on 27th of October, the highlight is an exclusive interview with Tapan Das, Shift Project Manager, Guwahati Smart City Project.
Welcome back to the evening news on All India Radio. In Himachal Pradesh, the scrutiny of nomination papers filed for the assembly elections will be held tomorrow. Candidates will be able to withdraw their nomination till the 29th of October. Chief Electoral Officer Manish Garg has said that out of the total 55,92,828 electors. 27,37,845 are female, 28,54,945 are males, and 38 were third gender. Will exercise their franchise in upcoming general elections for Legislative Assembly of the Himachal Pradesh. The Election Commission has in the meantime started the polling rehearsals and preparations for the Assembly elections to be held on the 12th of November. The first rehearsal was held today at various places in the state to conduct the voting process in a peaceful and transparent manner. During this, the polling personnel posted on election duty were given information related to the voting process. During the rehearsals, the polling personnel were asked to discharge their duties with utmost sincerity and honesty. In the meantime, campaigning for the Assembly elections is slowly gaining momentum. Today, senior BJP leader and Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur campaigned in favour of Agriculture Minister and BJP candidate Virendra Kanwar in Kutlahar Assembly constituency of Una district. Addressing the public meeting, he said all-round development of the state has taken place due to the efforts of the double-engine government of the BJP. Anurag Thakur said BJP is committed for development and in the coming time, efforts will be made to strengthen infrastructure in every village of Kutlahar Assembly constituency as well as to rural areas. Virendra Kanwar also addressed the public meeting. Himachal State Congress President and MP Pratibha Singh has also addressed election public meetings in favour of Congress candidates at Sangla in Kinnaur district and Ani in Kullu district. In Gujarat, the BJP will start the selection process of candidates for the Assembly elections from tomorrow. According to the party sources, nearly 20,000 party workers will gather in each Assembly seat to greet and express their views on candidates on 1st November. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address them virtually. Though names of the observers have not been made public, but teams gather views of the workers during 3 days starting from tomorrow. After taking the views, the list of the probable candidates will be given to the High Command of the party for final selection.
The BJP today hit out at Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal over the issue of his demand of printing images of Lord Ganesha and Goddess Lakshmi on currency notes along with Mahatma Gandhi. Talking to reporters in New Delhi, BJP spokesperson Sambit Patra said that Mr. Kejriwal's U-turn politics and hypocrisy are on the show. He noted that Mr. Kejriwal had once spoken against the construction of a Ram temple and said a hospital should be built at the site in Ayodhya.
अगर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की राजनीति को देखा जाए तो किस प्रकार से यू टर्न किया जाता है, आज ये हमारे सामने पूर्णतः उतर के आ रहा है। दिवाली लक्ष्मी जी और गणेश जी का पर्व है और दिवाली मनाने पर जेल में डालने की धमकी देने वाला व्यक्ति आज किस प्रकार का यू टर्न ले रहे हैं, आज किस प्रकार का ढोंग कर रहे हैं, यह भी हम देख रहे हैं। ये अरविंद केजरीवाल जी वही व्यक्ति हैं जिन्होंने विगत वर्षों में कहा था कि जहां भव्य राम मंदिर बन रहा है वहां तो अस्पताल बनना चाहिए।
Mr. Patra said that Lord Ganesh and Goddess Lakshmi have their blessings on India and it is moving on the path of development. Indian citizens in Ukraine have been advised to immediately leave the country by available means. The Embassy of India in Kyiv said in an advisory that they can contact the embassy for any guidance and assistance if required to travel to the border. They can contact the embassy on phone numbers +380 933 559958 +38 0635 917881 and +38 0678 745945. Indian citizens can also refer to the embassy website for available options for border crossing. They can contact the Indian embassy in Romania, Poland, Hungary and Slovakia. Some Indian nationals have already left Ukraine pursuant to an earlier advisory of the Indian embassy in Kyiv.
The Indian Coast Guard rescued 20 Bangladeshi fishermen from the sea off Sagar Island near the Indo-Bangladesh International Maritime Border line and handed it over to their Bangladesh counterpart. The Defence Ministry said that in a swift coordinated search and rescue operation, the Coast Guard saved the fishermen's lives after the Coast Guard Dornier aircraft on surveillance sortie of the post-landfall of Cyclone Sitarang sighted their capsized boats yesterday and alerted the rescue team. It said they were rescued quickly and handed over to the Bangladesh Coast Guard. Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. With its diverse and colorful geography, India offers its tourists the highest mountains, the deepest ravines and valleys, wide deserts, white sand beaches, coasts, dense forests, flowing rivers, serene ghats, finest architectural heritage, largest tiger reserve, and many other natural wonders. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Incredible India campaign.
The Incredible India campaign was launched by the Government of India in the year 2002 to promote tourism in India to the other countries' populations. The purpose of the campaign, started by the Tourism Ministry, was to make a brand out of India that depicted the history, diversity, religious beliefs and spirituality. All in all, it showed India as the melting pot of cultures that it was and is to this date.
33,000 monuments, 5,000 years of civilization, an incredible nation, incredible India.
The impacts of the Incredible India campaign were vast and the entire country reaped profits because of it, and the campaign indeed served its purpose. In the first year of the launch of this campaign, India witnessed an upsurge of 16% of foreign tourist increase compared to the year prior. The campaign increased tourism, demands for hotels, restaurants, cafes and many other things like parks and tourist site activities. Incredible India proved to be an extremely good opportunity for small-scale businesses to flourish. Demands of handmade pottery, jewelry, artifacts and many more tangible items have increased. It has provided the local populations with employment opportunities and better living standards and conditions. During one of his Mann Ki Baat programs, Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed happiness over the positive response of the people to his appeal for sharing #Incredible India and using images of beautiful places across India visited by them.
लाखों लोगों ने फोटो पोस्ट किए ट्विटर पे, फेसबुक पे, इंस्टाग्राम में. मैं कह सकता हूं कि एक से बढ़कर एक दृश्य देखने को मिले. भारत कितनी विविधताओं से भरा हुआ है. स्थापत्य हो, कला हो, प्रकृति हो, झरने हो, पहाड़ हो, नदी हो, समंदर हो. शायद भारत सरकार ने भी कभी सोचा नहीं होगा कि टूरिज्म की दृष्टि से लोग इतना बड़ा काम कर सकते हैं जो आप लोगों ने किया है. और कुछ तो मुझे भी इतने भाग गए कि मैंने भी उसको रीट्वीट कर दिया.
The Incredible India campaign also changed the perceptions of millions of people regarding India. When foreigners were introduced to India and its diverse cultures, traditions and festivals, through various means, they started appreciating India. With an area of 3.278 million square kilometers, India is a mix of forest, rivers, mountains, deserts and beaches. It has scorching hot and cold places. The Tourism Ministry launched the Incredible India 2.0 campaign in the country in September 2017, which marks the shift from generic promotions undertaken across the world to market-specific promotional plans and content creation. The campaign focuses on digital and social media and the promotion of niche tourism products including yoga, wellness, luxury, cuisine and wildlife.
Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke Saath can be accessed on @AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune into All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke Saath. The Ministry of Jal Shakti today announced the winner of the Water Heroes Share Your Stories contest for the last month. Ms. Anamika Tiwari has been announced as the winner and she will get a cash prize of 10,000 rupees and a certificate. The ministry said that Ms. Tiwari is making an effort to teach the students about the importance of water conservation with the help of a drama. The ministry said that the third edition of the contest will end on the 30th of next month. People across the country can participate in the contest on MyGov portal on its official website www.mygov.in.
In FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, Colombia reached the finals of the tournament by defeating Nigeria in penalty shootout by 6-5 at the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Goa. In the other match, Spain will clash with Germany in the semi-finals of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Goa at 8:30 p.m. In the T20 World Cup 2022, the match between New Zealand and Afghanistan at the Melbourne Cricket Ground was abandoned due to rain today. Both the teams received 1 point each, and with this, New Zealand have maintained their position at the top of the points table in Super 12 Group 1. Meanwhile, Afghanistan are at the bottom among the 6 teams. In the other match, Ireland defeated England by 5 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis method in the T20 World Cup after rain played a spoilsport at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Ireland set a target of 158 and England stumbled to 105 for 5 in 14.3 overs in the rain-curtailed match.
In some more news, the Education Ministry has said that those who are interested in applying for the National Means-cum-Merit Scholarship Scheme can submit their application by the end of this month. The ministry stated that students whose parental income from all sources is not more than 3,50,000 rupees per annum are eligible to avail the scholarships. The students must have a minimum of 55% marks or equivalent grade in Class 7th examination, or for appearing in the selection test for award of scholarship. It said 5% relaxation in marks is provided to students who belong to the SC and ST community. An amount of 12,000 rupees per annum is provided to students under the scholarship. Now let us have a look at the weather forecast for tomorrow. National capital Delhi is expected to have mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature is expected to be 15 degrees Celsius, while the maximum to be nearly 32 degrees. Mumbai is likely to have partly cloudy sky towards afternoon or evening. Temperature will hover between 22 and 34 degrees Celsius. Kolkata is expected to have mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature will be 22 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 33 degrees. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Minimum temperature will be 23 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 35 degrees. Srinagar will have mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Jammu, Muzaffarabad and Leh will have mainly clear sky. In Leh, temperature will vary between -3 and 12 degrees Celsius. Gilgit will have partly cloudy sky. In the south, Hyderabad will have partly cloudy sky with haze. Bengaluru will witness mist and partly cloudy sky later. In the northeast, Guwahati, Shillong and Gangtok will have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Aizawl will witness mist and mainly clear sky later. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh speaks to his Russian counterpart Sergei Shoigu, stresses on dialogue and diplomacy for early resolution of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. UN Security Council's Counter-Terrorism Committee meet to be held in Mumbai and Delhi on 28th and 29th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 150th anniversary of Jain Muni Sri Vijay Vallabh Sureshwarji, says resolution of being vocal for local is a true homage to ideals and teachings of Acharya Sureshwarji. 2-day Chintan Shivir of State Home Ministers to begin at Surajkund in Haryana tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the meet on Friday. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin orders transfer of Coimbatore car cylinder blast case to NIA. Scrutiny of nomination papers for Himachal Pradesh Assembly elections to take place tomorrow. And in football, Colombia enters final of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup tournament, beating Nigeria in a penalty shootout. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.
The brave hearts of the sea are officers in white. Come be a part of this pride. Indian Navy.
If you wish to wear the white uniform, apply online to join the Indian Navy as Short Service Commission officers in Executive, Electrical Engineering and Education branch. Entries open for both men and women. Last date for application is 6th November 2022. Log on to joinindiannavy.gov.in.
Indian Navy, an ocean of opportunities.